Hey there, how's everybody doing? I don't have anything goofy or funny to start this video off with, I guess, but maybe I'm dirty. Maybe I should have cleaned up, put some makeup, shaved, whatever. But last weekend, I don't know the dates, but this last weekend we raced at Wagner Speedway on Friday night and Park Jefferson on Saturday night. This video is going to be about Wagner. So Wagner Speedway, everybody that I've ever talked to about Wagner is that don't go over the edge. Like, don't get on that back, like if you have the banking, don't get on this side. And I was like, okay, whatever, you know, I've gone over bankings before, it's not that big a deal. And then we got there, I was like, oh man, I'm not going over that. That was steep. That was more than a 45-degree angle. I mean, the banking on the inside was like a 45-degree angle. Probably the most I've ever seen on a dirt track before, in person, I guess. So around here, it's the most banked track I've seen. But it was just mom, dad, and I. So I didn't have a lot of help. I had plenty of help because I got dad, but we didn't have the usual number of hands that we always got. But anyways, hot laps was a hammer down, greasy, muddy track. Couldn't get the car to turn. I'm not gonna put video in because I was bad. And then the heat race was same thing, couldn't really figure it out. There's only 16 cars that showed up, so I think I started, I don't know, the video will show what I start. Started 15th, and then I ended up, well, pretty interesting night we had, so you'll watch here. during a caution, somebody else spun out, so there was a caution. We were just doing our caution laps. The car died. And I was like, you know, like it's died, and then I was giving it gas or whatever, trying to get it to go again, and then nope. So then I just popped it out of gear, shut it off, or shut the ignition off, and then sat there, which at that time I was on the exit, which the guy conveniently spun out on the exit, or on the exit road. So I couldn't go nowhere because he was blocking it. So then I waited for them to get out of the way, and then a push truck came, pushed me, and went to the work area. And Dad was there, and he's like looking at me like, what's going on? I was like, no spark. I don't know how you can hear me or whatever, but car wasn't loud because it wasn't running. So, but then he popped the hood and noticed that the wire from the distributor to the coil was disconnected. So he pushed it back on, put the hood down, and I got back out there. Of course, I had to start last, which at that time I think I was maybe up to 11th or something. Or no, not 11th. I'd only passed like 2 cars, so 14th, 13th maybe. And I go back out there for that next, or starting in the back, and then when we go, I'm like, all right, I was doing good, kind of middle, higher than the guys are on the bottom, which I guess middle. That wasn't all the way high. And so I ran that again, and I ran it a little too hard and hit that berm, which I thought it would be a lot worse, but it wasn't too bad. So then, not too many laps after that, a guy hit the berm in the same spot I did, but he hit it harder and kind of more violently, so he almost flipped, caused a caution. During those caution laps, car dies again. Great, whatever. This was only like a lap or 2 after I had hit the berm, and the car was kind of vibrating and stuff, and I'm just thinking to myself, I want laps, I want to race, I'm doing all right. It's just like a bent wheel or something, maybe dirt packed in the wheel, I don't know. So then come back, Dad pulls the hood off, puts the coil wire back in, and then he looks over, he's like, what happened over there? I look up, I was like, well, I don't know, is that from the berm? I mean, I didn't, because you could tell that the body was skewed up. And then he goes over there, and I don't know if I told him anything, but he goes over there and he must have saw that the mud plug, because we were on the foam mud plugs, was stuck in there. It's crooked with a whole bunch of dirt. So later he was saying that he was taking handfuls and throwing dirt out of there. Because then when I went back out there, it didn't vibrate. So it was all right. anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you stick around for the next one.